And this is the name, and this is what the ships look like over a star fort city. The name Jehovah and Yahweh is two interesting names, but I wanted you to notice that when you see the name like this in the sky with the sunbeam around, it's literally meaning that it's inside of a ship, and this is the name or the being that's inside of the ship. This is symbolism, but ultimately the raw meaning is this right here. It's this name in a ship in a cloud. Whenever you see the name in the sky like that, it is meaning that it's in a ship in a cloud. As time progressed, they begin to cloak all of this right here. Here's another coin. It's above a star fort city. There's the name Yahweh right there. And you can see all of it is above a star fort city. And this is the exact same thing. When you see it in the sky with this sun glare above a city, it's in a ship and it's saying the name. And I'm showing you this to get to here. Here is Jehovah with the I. So Jehovah with the I. And if you notice, it's in the cloud of fire. It's in the cloud, and it's the exact same thing. So Yahweh and Jehovah is actually the same person, and it's showing you the name Jehovah in a cloud. And some of you might say Yahweh and Jehovah isn't the same, but you can go online and this is what it'll tell you. Yes, Yahweh and Jehovah are both names for the God of Israel in the Bible. So the Yahweh and the Jehovah are beings or people who fly in an apparatus, who fly in an airship. So Jehovah and Yahweh is the same thing. See this right here? This is Yahweh and Jehovah. They're both the same entity. And it's saying that this Yahweh or Jehovah flies in an airship. It is not a divine being, as in, you know, the Most High itself. This is something pretending to be like the Most High. It needs an airship and it hides itself in a cloud. So I can understand, you know, back in the time of Israel, you know, if they're not seeing this spaceship and they're only seeing the clouds, them assuming that it's the God in a cloud. And I say that because of this right here. It says in the Bible, the God of Israel is described as fighting in a cloud and fire during the exodus of Israel from Egypt. It says in a cloud and fire, fighting in a cloud, fighting in a cloud. This is the name in a cloud with fire. So this is telling you that these entities has always been around since the time of Noah. They are the ones who caused the flood of Noah, and they are the ones who are helping Israel fight. So imagine when Israel went to war and the God went ahead of them, the God that went ahead of them, or the people or being that went ahead of them, was in an airship. This is the reason why they was able to win so many wars. It's because their enemies are riding on horses and their ally is in the air in an airship firing upon them. So I'm saying this ship right here caused this right here. That ship right there fired that right there. Caused that destruction. Boom. Caused it. That's what I'm saying. It made everything look like this. So the same God that destroyed the 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 world during the time of Noah is the same entity, the same beings using airships to destroy our last paradigm. And if you go Bible wise, it's saying that this entity or being was helping Israel defeat all of its enemies. So we go on to this next one. That's what this comes into play right here. This is Israel's God, but it shows it flooding the world, and it shows it destroying the world once again in 1665. So when I hear a man say we destroyed the world once and we'll do it again, the once was like, okay, Noah, and then you turned around and you did it again. you know this makes you wonder. But all of this comes down to this one piece: how you believe this whole situation. It says on the coin Biblia, so biblical, Bible. You see what I'm saying? That circle up there, that is their airship. That is their symbol and their airship. And their story about their conquering is inside of the Bible, written as if it was something in a cloud helping man, when truly